Welcome to
se va a oír. Hola, hola. Hola, 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 hola.
Buenas tardes, bienvenidos a la Universidad Nacional Pedro Henríquez Ureña.
Humanismo, sensibilidad ambiental, pluralismo y compromiso social. Su misión como universidad es contribuir al desarrollo sostenible y la mejora de la sociedad a través de la educación y la formación del ser humano como agente de cambio, competitivo en su campo profesional, comprometido con la innovación y la aplicación de conocimientos para la solución de los problemas de su sociedad en general. Este compromiso con la excelencia académica se enriquece con los programas de movilidad estudiantil desarrollados por esta institución de educación superior, donde se les ofrece la oportunidad de vivir una experiencia multicultural y familiarizarse con los modelos académicos de otras universidades dominicanas y extranjeras. Esto implica un proceso de intercambio de estudiantes entre instituciones de educación superior durante un periodo de tiempo particular, proporcionando una experiencia académicamente enriquecedora como parte del desarrollo integral del estudiante, ya que le permite ampliar su visión del mundo, aprender sobre nuevas culturas, compartir con personas de otros lugares, adquirir aprendizajes innovadores y adaptarse a nuevas situaciones, todo lo cual contribuye a ser un mejor profesional. La universidad tiene docenas de acuerdos con universidades internacionales. Entre ellas se encuentra la Universidad de Columbia, la Universidad de Miami, la Universidad de Tufts en Boston, Universidad Central de Florida, Universidad de Massachusetts, Universidad de Barcelona, Universidad Javeriana de Colombia, Universidad Autónoma de Nuevo León, México, Universidad de Sevilla, Universidad de Granada, Universidad de Salamanca, entre otras. Una de las actividades centrales de la universidad es la investigación. Entre 2007 y 2008 ha estado trabajando en temas del medio ambiente y sus normas, neurotransmisores del cerebro, arquitectura y desarrollo urbano, recursos hídricos, propiedades del bambú dominicano, plantas medicinales, revisiones de producciones bibliográficas, la organización del régimen de pesca, labio leporino o paladar hendido, la mejora de las expectativas de salud y la biología de la polinización de las bromelias. Entre los muchos laboratorios especializados de la universidad se encuentra Cosmos, Centro de Operaciones para Simulación Médica Objetivamente Sistematizada, un hospital simulado que consiste en una amplia variedad de servicios cuyo objetivo es la preparación adecuada de los futuros médicos graduados de la UNPHU, a través de la implementación de equipos que incorporan la última tecnología. También cuenta con el Centro MIPYMES UNPHU, un centro para emprendedores que ofrece servicios de asesoramiento empresarial, capacitación, asistencia técnica y vinculación. Además, el campus tiene una clínica veterinaria para animales pequeños, estrictamente supervisada por los ex-alumnos de la Escuela de Veterinaria. La Facultad de Ciencias de Salud tiene la clínica dental, que ofrece servicios a niños y adultos en las áreas de diagnóstico, emergencia, radiología, periodoncia, operaciones dentales, pediatría dental, endodoncia, prótesis, cirugía y ortodoncia. La universidad posee 7 facultades en turno compuesto por 27 campos principales de estudio. Entre ellos se encuentran Ciencias de la Salud, Arquitectura y Artes, Ciencias Económicas y Sociales, Humanidades y Educación, Ciencias y Tecnología, Ciencias Jurídicas y Políticas, Ciencias Agrícolas y Recursos Naturales. Universidad Nacional Pedro Henríquez Ureña, desarrollando profesionales con perfiles competitivos. Universidad Nacional Pedro Henríquez Ureña, desarrollando profesionales con perfiles competitivos. Su objetivo es promover la movilidad estudiantil nacional e internacional y favorecer la cooperación académica entre estudiantes, profesores e instituciones de educación superior en este país y alrededor del mundo. Desde su fundación, en 1966, la Universidad Nacional Pedro Henríquez Ureña ha tenido una amplia oferta académica en los niveles de pregrado, posgrado y educación continua, basada en valores de excelencia académica, humanismo, sensibilidad ambiental, pluralismo y compromiso social. Su misión como universidad es contribuir al desarrollo sostenible y la mejora de la sociedad a través de la educación y la formación del ser humano como agente de cambio, competitivo en su campo profesional, comprometido con la innovación y la aplicación de conocimientos para la solución de los problemas de su sociedad en general. Este compromiso con la excelencia académica se enriquece con los programas de movilidad estudiantil desarrollados por esta institución de educación superior, donde se les ofrece la oportunidad de vivir una experiencia multicultural y familiarizarse con los modelos académicos de otras universidades dominicanas y extranjeras. Esto implica un proceso de intercambio de estudiantes entre instituciones de educación superior durante un periodo de tiempo particular, proporcionando una experiencia académicamente enriquecedora como parte del desarrollo integral del estudiante, ya que le permite ampliar su visión del mundo, aprender sobre nuevas culturas, compartir con personas de otros lugares, adquirir aprendizajes innovadores y adaptarse a nuevas situaciones, todo lo cual contribuye a ser un mejor profesional. La universidad tiene docenas de acuerdos con universidades internacionales. Entre ellas se encuentra la Universidad de Columbia, la Universidad de Miami, la Universidad de Tufts en Boston, Universidad Central de Florida, Universidad de Massachusetts, Universidad de Barcelona, Universidad Javeriana de Colombia, Universidad Autónoma de Nuevo León, México, Universidad de Sevilla, Universidad de Granada, Universidad de Salamanca, entre otras. Una de las actividades centrales de la universidad es la investigación. Entre 2007 y 2008 ha estado trabajando en temas del medio ambiente y sus normas, neurotransmisores del cerebro, arquitectura y desarrollo urbano, recursos hídricos, propiedades del bambú dominicano, plantas medicinales, revisiones de producciones bibliográficas, la organización del régimen de pesca, labio leporino o paladar hendido, la mejora de las expectativas de salud y la biología de la polinización de las bromelias. Entre los muchos laboratorios especializados de la universidad se encuentra Cosmos, Centro de Operaciones para Simulación Médica Objetivamente Sistematizada, un hospital simulado que consiste en una amplia variedad de servicios cuyo objetivo es la preparación adecuada de los futuros médicos graduados de la UNPHU, a través de la implementación de equipos que incorporan la última tecnología. También cuenta con el Centro MIPYMES UNPHU, un centro para emprendedores que ofrece servicios de asesoramiento empresarial, capacitación, asistencia técnica y vinculación. Además, el campus tiene una clínica veterinaria para animales pequeños, estrictamente supervisada por los ex alumnos de la Escuela de Veterinaria. La Facultad de Ciencias de Salud tiene la clínica dental, que ofrece servicios a niños y adultos en las áreas de diagnóstico, emergencia, radiología, periodoncia, operaciones dentales, pediatría dental, endodoncia, prótesis, cirugía y ortodoncia. La universidad posee 7 facultades en turno compuesto por 27 campos principales de estudio. Entre ellos se encuentran Ciencias de la Salud, Arquitectura y Artes, Ciencias Económicas y Sociales, Humanidades y Educación, Ciencias y Tecnología, Ciencias Jurídicas y Políticas, Ciencias Agrícolas y Recursos Naturales. Universidad Nacional Pedro Ureña, desarrollando profesionales con perfiles competitivos. Universidad Nacional Pedro Ureña, desarrollando profesionales con perfiles competitivos. Su objetivo es promover la movilidad estudiantil nacional e internacional y favorecer la cooperación académica entre estudiantes, profesores e instituciones de educación superior en este país y alrededor del mundo. Desde su fundación, en 1966, la Universidad Nacional Pedro Ureña ha tenido una amplia oferta académica en los niveles de pregrado, posgrado y educación continua, basada en valores de excelencia académica, humanismo, sensibilidad ambiental, pluralismo y compromiso social. Su misión como universidad es contribuir al desarrollo sostenible y la mejora de la sociedad a través de la educación y la formación del ser humano como agente de cambio, competitivo en su campo profesional, comprometido con la innovación y la aplicación de conocimientos para la solución de los problemas de su sociedad en general. Este compromiso con la excelencia académica se enriquece con los programas de movilidad estudiantil desarrollados por esta institución de educación superior, donde se les ofrece la oportunidad de vivir una experiencia multicultural y familiarizarse con los modelos académicos de otras universidades dominicanas y extranjeras. Esto implica un proceso de intercambio de estudiantes entre instituciones de educación superior durante un periodo de tiempo particular, proporcionando una experiencia académicamente enriquecedora como parte del desarrollo integral del estudiante, ya que le permite ampliar su visión del mundo, aprender sobre nuevas culturas, compartir con personas de otros lugares, adquirir aprendizajes innovadores y adaptarse a nuevas situaciones, todo lo cual contribuye a ser un mejor profesional. La universidad tiene docenas de acuerdos con universidades internacionales. Entre ellas se encuentra la Universidad de Columbia, la Universidad de Miami, la Universidad de Tufts en Boston, Universidad Central de Florida, Universidad de Massachusetts, Universidad de Barcelona, Universidad Javeriana de Colombia, Universidad Autónoma de Nuevo León, México, Universidad de Sevilla, Universidad de Granada, Universidad de Salamanca, entre otras. Una de las actividades centrales de la universidad es la investigación. Entre 2007 y 2008 ha estado trabajando en temas del medio ambiente y sus normas, neurotransmisores del cerebro, arquitectura y desarrollo urbano, recursos hídricos, propiedades del bambú dominicano, plantas medicinales, revisiones de producciones bibliográficas, la organización del régimen de pesca, labio leporino o paladar hendido, la mejora de las expectativas de salud y la biología de la polinización de las bromelias. Entre los muchos laboratorios especializados de la universidad se encuentra Cosmos, Centro de Operaciones para Simulación Médica Objetivamente Sistematizada, un hospital simulado que consiste en una amplia variedad de servicios cuyo objetivo es la preparación adecuada de los futuros médicos graduados de la UNPHU, a través de la implementación de equipos que incorporan la última tecnología. También cuenta con el Centro MIPYMES UNPHU, un centro para emprendedores que ofrece servicios de asesoramiento empresarial, capacitación, asistencia técnica y vinculación. Además, el campus tiene una clínica veterinaria para animales pequeños, estrictamente supervisada por los ex alumnos de la Escuela de Veterinaria. La Facultad de Ciencias de Salud tiene la clínica dental, que ofrece servicios a niños y adultos en las áreas de diagnóstico, emergencia, radiología, periodoncia, operaciones dentales, pediatría dental, endodoncia, prótesis, cirugía y ortodoncia. La universidad posee 7 facultades en turno compuesto por 27 campos principales de estudio. Entre ellos se encuentran Ciencias de la Salud, Arquitectura y Artes, Ciencias Económicas y Sociales, Humanidades y Educación, Ciencias y Tecnología, Ciencias Jurídicas y Políticas, Ciencias Agrícolas y Recursos Naturales. Universidad Nacional Pedro Henríquez Ureña, desarrollando profesionales con perfiles competitivos. Universidad Nacional Pedro Henríquez Ureña, desarrollando profesionales con perfiles competitivos. Su objetivo es promover la movilidad estudiantil nacional e internacional y favorecer la cooperación académica entre estudiantes, profesores e instituciones de educación superior en este país y alrededor del mundo. Desde su fundación, en 1966, la Universidad Nacional Pedro Henríquez Ureña ha tenido una amplia oferta académica en los niveles de pregrado, posgrado y educación continua, basada en valores de excelencia académica, humanismo, sensibilidad ambiental, pluralismo y compromiso social. Su misión como universidad es contribuir al desarrollo sostenible y la mejora de la sociedad a través de la educación y la formación del ser humano como agente de cambio, competitivo en su campo profesional, comprometido con la innovación y la aplicación de conocimientos para la solución de los problemas de su sociedad en general. Este compromiso con la excelencia académica se enriquece con los programas de movilidad estudiantil desarrollados por esta institución de educación superior, donde se les ofrece la oportunidad de vivir una experiencia multicultural y familiarizarse con los modelos académicos de otras universidades dominicanas y extranjeras. Esto implica un proceso de intercambio de estudiantes entre instituciones de educación superior durante un periodo de tiempo particular, proporcionando una experiencia académicamente enriquecedora como parte del desarrollo integral del estudiante, ya que le permite ampliar su visión del mundo, aprender sobre nuevas culturas, compartir con personas de otros lugares, adquirir aprendizajes innovadores y adaptarse a nuevas situaciones, todo lo cual contribuye a ser un mejor profesional. La universidad tiene docenas de acuerdos con universidades internacionales. Entre ellas se encuentra la Universidad de Columbia, la Universidad de Miami, la Universidad de Tufts en Boston, Universidad Central de Florida, Universidad de Massachusetts, Universidad de Barcelona, Universidad Javeriana de Colombia, Universidad Autónoma de Nuevo León, México, Universidad de Sevilla, Universidad de Granada, Universidad de Salamanca, entre otras. Una de las actividades centrales de la universidad es la investigación. Entre 2007 y 2008 ha estado trabajando en temas del medio ambiente y sus normas, neurotransmisores del cerebro, arquitectura y desarrollo urbano, recursos hídricos, propiedades del bambú dominicano, plantas medicinales, revisiones de producciones bibliográficas, la organización del régimen de pesca, labio leporino o paladar hendido, la mejora de las expectativas de salud y la biología de la polinización de las bromelias. Entre los muchos laboratorios especializados de la universidad se encuentra Cosmos, Centro de Operaciones para Simulación Médica Objetivamente Sistematizada, un hospital simulado que consiste en una amplia variedad de servicios cuyo objetivo es la preparación adecuada de los futuros médicos graduados de la UNPHU, a través de la implementación de equipos que incorporan la última tecnología. También cuenta con el Centro MIPYMES UNPHU, un centro para emprendedores que ofrece servicios de asesoramiento empresarial, capacitación, asistencia técnica y vinculación. Además, el campus tiene una clínica veterinaria para animales pequeños, estrictamente supervisada por los ex alumnos de la Escuela de Veterinaria. La Facultad de Ciencias de Salud tiene la clínica dental, que ofrece servicios a niños y adultos en las áreas de diagnóstico, emergencia, radiología, periodoncia, operaciones dentales, pediatría dental, endodoncia, prótesis, cirugía y ortodoncia. La universidad posee 7 facultades en turno compuesto por 27 campos principales de estudio. Entre ellos se encuentran Ciencias de la Salud, Arquitectura y Artes, Ciencias Económicas y Sociales, Humanidades y Educación, Ciencias y Tecnología, Ciencias Jurídicas y Políticas, Ciencias Agrícolas y Recursos Naturales.
presentamos la mesa de honor, la cual está presidida por el señor rector, arquitecto Miguel Fiello Calderón, acompañado por el presidente de la Fundación Universitaria Dominicana, Pedro Ureña, y del Consejo de Dirección de la Universidad, arquitecto Raúl de Moya Español. También en la mesa de honor se encuentra la vicerrectora académica, licenciada Patricia Matos Lluveres, el vicerrector de Desarrollo Institucional y Aseguramiento de la Calidad, ingeniero Walter Lendor, la vicerrectora de Posgrado y Educación Continuada, doctora Leonor Parrayo Yes, la vicerrectora de Investigación, Proyectos, Vinculación e Internacionalización, licenciada Josefina.
The Dean of Science and Technology. We will invite Patricia Matos, who is the Vice Rector, to read the Act of 31st of October of the year 2020. I will read Acts 21-22, corresponding to the meeting held on October 2022. The proposal was presented to give the Dr. Ashraf Habibullah award him the honorary degree for his contributions to science and technology. The Pedro Henríquez Ureña University, and by reviewing the statutes and the general statutes of the this is the resolution. Second resolution, the doctor's degree is awarded by the School of Science and Technology to Dr. Ashraf Habibullah, considering his contributions to science and technology and his many other contributions to this university. Now we will have the Dean of the School of Science and Technology, Doris Peña, who will give the central speech for this event. Good evening, Architect Raúl de Moya, President of the Foundation of the University, Pedro Henríquez Ureña, and of the Board of Directors of this university. Architect Miguel Fiallo Calderon, who is the Rector or President of the University, Pedro Henríquez Ureña. Patricia Matos Lluveres, who is the Academic Dean. Walter Lendor, who is the Vice Rector of Institutional Development. Josefina Pepin, who is the Vice Rector of Research Projects and International Relations. Ashraf Habibullah, who is going to be awarded and is the president of CSI. Other officials and faculty members of this church, of the School of Civil Engineering, and people present from other universities in the Dominican Republic. We also have special guests and government officials. Welcome. By acquiring conscience, we realize that history is written, but we can make our best effort to add a chapter that will be of value to that history. The written history up to 1975 in the realm of engineering, and specifically in what relates to structural engineering, since these have been an important component of architecture, brings the chapters of how the development of mathematics and mechanics, laws of mechanics, also the development of reinforced concrete with the freedoms that reinforced concrete offers for design, which was a great step forward in the art of buildings. And that brought along very quick and safe solutions that allow the integration of the basic principles of the statics or mechanics as an analysis method that will make it easier the many calculations, mathematical calculations that are required to determine the loads that are exerted upon the structure and the reactions that these forces have in their points of support. At the same time, there were algorithms introduced into this process to determine the point of application of forces and loads, which translated itself into an improvement of results in the analysis. The introduction of the seismic analysis and the dynamic forces that need to be evaluated in a schematic analysis that only evaluated priorly static forces opened the way for us to be able to eliminate the hard work and limiting work, 45–50% of capacity of rupture or failure, and efficiency for concrete and steel, respectively. Also, the complex calculations for buildings of irregular geometry was possible thanks to the engineering software developed for computers and Structures Incorporated, CSI, company which was founded in 1975 by our awardee in this day. This company is considered the pioneer and leader in this type of tools and softwares, among which we can highlight SAP 2000, CSI Bridge, ETAPS, and SAFE, among others, used by the main firms, engineering firms around the world for projects like the Taipei Tower 101, the Burj Khalifa, and the BirdNet Stadium, among other big structures. As you can notice, science is not static. It makes advances in the hands of men who know that science is only good when it is put to service of people, when it fulfills the principles, the basic principles of ethics, fundamental principles, benefits, justice, and autonomy, which is what has been achieved by our awardee by going beyond borders, year after year, working in the updating of the softwares to maintain an efficiency and excellence, and leading making these licenses available so that universities like Pedro Henríquez Ureña, whose mission is to contribute to the sustainable development and improvement of our society through the formation and education of a human being who is competent in his or her field of expertise, who is committed to innovation and the application of knowledge to the solutions of problems in society. And these find a perfect alignment in this trajectory to educate professionals of the engineering career with the skills and the competence in the analysis and the modeling of structural analysis that these tools make easier. And by this way, we are see the closing of the gap between the ideal design and the real behavior of structures that are designed. And in this way, a new chapter in history is written, converting this cause in a cause of honor that today Pedro Henríquez Ureña University acknowledged by awarding the highest honor of our academic house, the doctorate degree to the president and founder of CSI, Engineer Ashraf Habibullah. We congratulate him. Thank you very much. Now we will have Cesar Mercedes, who is the director of the School of Civil Engineering, will read the biography of the awardee in this evening. Good afternoon. Engineer Ashraf Habibullah is a structural engineer who is a software development, who is originally from Pakistan and is the founder, director, and president of CSI, an engineering software firm that is based in California. After founding CSI in 1975, Ashraf created the first structural engineering software available for computers. Since then, he has created a series of products and has improved their capacities. In particular, ETABS, an analysis and design software for buildings of several levels that has been acknowledged as one of the main products for seismic analysis in the 20th century by the Applied Technology Council and by the Engineering News Record. For almost 50 years, Ashraf Habibullah has given different talks and international courses to promote the understanding of all the numerical methods that are available in the products he has created. His events are always have great attendance and are also endorsed by universities and schools of engineering. In the year 2010, he received the A.B. Brunner Award from the North Carolina Association of Engineers for improving the quality of engineering in the development of efficient programs for structural and seismic analysis. Among other acknowledgments he has given is the Charles Wimmer of the American Concrete Institute in 2012 for the development of informatic tools for this analysis. In 2013, he was included in the Academy of Alumni of Berkeley University. And in 2014, he received another award for his contributions in the obtention of funds for the campus. He has been the main speaker in the graduation of the same university. He also founded the Alliance of Engineers for the Arts so that children could explore the artistic aspect of technology and engineering. He is also the co-founder of the Diablo Ballet, for which he received the acknowledgement for the artistic achievements of the county of Contra Costa, for his participation in Diablo Valley, as well as in the Alliance of Engineers for the Arts. Ashraf Habibullah received the award San Francisco Business for his contribution to this community of artists. Now we will have the rector of the university who's going to give the diploma. Now we have the Dean of the School of Science and Technology. The rector now gives our silver medal. That is the most precious medal for the university. And now he's also going to place his hat. Now he is also going to give Dr. Ashraf Habibullah the ring that makes him a member of this House of Study. The rector will also give him the white gloves as a symbol of his high standing in the university. And now he's getting the diploma or certificate that reads in this way. The president of the Pedro Henríquez Ureña Foundation, president of the board of rectors, we read Pedro Henríquez Ureña University, the academic council, according to resolution 31 of October of 2022, since Ashraf Habibullah deserves the recognition for his contribution to science and technology and for his collaboration with the university, the council has decided to award him this degree of doctor of the Faculty or School of Science and Technology, given in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, on the 15th of the month of November of 2022. Now, Dr. Ashraf Habibullah is going back to his seat. Now we ask Dr. Ashraf Habibullah to stand. And will you please raise your right hand? Do you swear by your conscience and honor to the Pedro Henríquez Ureña University to maintain the statutes and to carry this recognition with honor? Now we invite Dr. Ashraf Habibullah to come forward to give his message.
Well, what can I say? I graduated from the University of California, Berkeley in 1970. That was 52 years ago. And I was only 22 years old. Today I feel like I'm 22 and a half. I just have to say, the Dominican Republic for the past 20 years has been my second home. I have such incredible friends here. Every time I come here, I am treated like royalty. And today, to actually be awarded this honor from a country and a university and a place that I have such incredible love and passion for, you really today make me feel that I truly belong to the Dominican Republic. So thank you so much. You know, I have to tell you, those that know me know that I travel all across the world and do seminars on earthquake engineering and technology. And I run into all sorts of different people at different universities, engineering associations. But when I talk to some of the engineers, some of you may know that we license software in over 160 countries. And the user support for all of those countries, when they have problems to be answered about the software or about the technology of earthquake engineering, they call our support group that is in the Dominican Republic. The most incredible, talented engineers you produce in this country. Not are they incredibly wonderful engineers, they are just wonderful people. The friendship and the warmth of the Dominican Republic people is so wonderful. Every time I come here, it's a celebration of life. You know, my father used to tell me that the biggest asset that you will have is the love and the friendship associated with the people that you deal with. And I tell you, the people in the Dominican Republic know exactly how to make a person feel important. And I just have the most incredible time. The very first time I came here, there were close to 1,700 people that came to attend my seminar. They had to do it in a big concert hall. There was a line of attendees all the way out the door, like a Madonna concert, you know? And I had the most incredible time. I spent 2 hours signing autographs afterwards. And then we went to a discotheque, danced till 3 in the morning. From there we went to the airport, you know, and our flight was late. So we ended up on the beach eating mangoes and drinking coconut water. Only in the and all of our Dominican friends stayed with us until our plane took off. That only happens in the Dominican Republic. So I just have to tell you, this is more than a second home to me right now. With this incredible honor that you have bestowed upon me, I have no words to express my gratitude and thanks. I just have to also say that we sponsor this incredibly big seismic design competition every year in which students from 30 countries from all across the world come. Last year, there were 10 girls from the Dominican Republic and 1 boy from the Dominican Republic that came. They were so incredible. They won first position of seismic design. They beat out Cornell University, they beat UC Berkeley, they beat Cal Poly. And I met them there. We had the most incredible time, and I'm looking forward to having teams from the Dominican Republic come to the seismic design competition every year, and I will personally welcome them because now I have a doctorate degree from the Dominican Republic. Thank you so very much. This is a time for a big celebration, but then that is nothing new about the Dominican Republic. Every day is a celebration in this country. You know how to celebrate life, you know how to celebrate people, and the way you connect with people with your whole heart, it is very, very unique in this day and age. Thank you so much. Thank you again, thank you.
Por una especial petición del señor Habibullah, quiere que permanezcamos un momento, por favor, que él parece que nos tiene alguna sorpresa. Por favor, le tomen asiento, por favor.
Graduates with a PhD should have a jacket like this. You see, when you wear a jacket like this and you come to speak, either to a graduating audience or at a conference, you can say anything that you want because nobody's listening. They focus on the jacket, you know. And then the other thing is, they never forget you. You see, you will be going home tomorrow and you will be talking about, there was this person that graduated. I don't know what his name was. It was very complicated, but he had this jacket. And then, of course, you get invited everywhere, you know. So also you can imagine carrying this jacket through security. You know, it's got the wires, it has the batteries, the switches. I remember going through Dubai one year. They made me take the jacket out of my garment bag because they didn't believe it was a jacket. And they had me put it on. And now you can imagine they had me put on the jacket and turn on the lights. I'm at the head of security and there's 500 people behind me, you know? So when I get into the plane and I sit down, nobody knows who I am, but they all want to shake my hand because this person has a lighted jacket. He must be somebody important. But anyway, all kidding aside, you know, I really, really appreciate this honor. And of course, you know, this honor really, I am glad to receive it, and it is something that I will be very proud of for the rest of my life. But CSI has done a lot of incredible work. You know, we license software in 160 countries. The skyline of every major city in the world is defined by buildings that have been designed with CSI software. So it is very, very widely used in research, in education. Thousands of universities use our software for teaching purposes. But you see, and I would love to stand up in here and say, look how wonderful I am. I did all this work and now I have a PhD from the most incredible country in the world. But you see, you don't get to do all of this stuff alone. Life is about people. And I had the really good luck to actually grow up in a family where we were always surrounded by people. My mother had 10 brothers and sisters, yeah? So I had aunts and uncles, cousins. At times there were 50 people in the house. You had to stand in line for the bathroom for at times 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour. But you see, you learned something very important at a very young age. You learned that people can be annoying. You learned that people can be very not nice from your standpoint. But you also learned that people can be wonderful. You also learned how to deal with people. You learned about patience. You learned about trying to make people happy so that you became happy, you know? So life, and for the younger people in this audience, I have to tell you, it's the people that have made me who I am. The people that use our software all across the world. The people that helped me at every stage of my life. The professors that taught me, the structural engineers that used the software, the structural engineers that called us up and you told us that your software was horrible, you know, because it didn't work, and that happens, you know. But then they continue to use it and they give you time to fix it, you know.
all the researchers that use your software. But in general, people are, life is, it's not just professionally, life is about people. Everything that, you know, every person out there is everybody that we deal with are people. Our bosses are people, our subordinates are people, our friends are people. People that everybody we run on the streets, they're all our people. It always is surprising to me that we are taught and forced how to learn to read and write, but nobody forces us to learn anything about human behavior. We learn, especially in engineering school, you learn technology, you learn all these incredible numerical techniques, but you learn nothing about human psychology. You learn nothing about human chemistry or human behavior. Why do people do the crazy things that they do? You see, if we learned about that, if we understood why, maybe we would be more understanding, you know. And then, of course, products are made by people. Products are made for people. Even the products that we buy for cats and dogs, our pets, those are really made for people because people are actually the ones buying them. But you see, so people are the most incredible asset that a company has. You know, I have the most wonderful people that work at computers and structures. But what surprises me, when a big corporation has to declare some profit, or they are having trouble balancing the budget, what do? They fire the people. They fire the most important asset of the company. You know, I do not understand that, you know. It's also, you know, they also say that only 15% of your financial success, those of us that are interested in money, they should make note of this. Only 15% of your financial success is based upon your knowledge, your technical knowledge, or anything that you learn, whether you're an accountant or a doctor. Only 15% of your financial success is based upon your knowledge. In fact, the stuff that you learn in school here. The other 85% is based upon what they call human engineering. It's your ability to deal with people. It's your ability to make people happy. It's your ability to lead them. It's your ability to inspire them so that they are capable of doing much more than they would do before they met you. It's your ability to have influence over them so that they will do what you want them to do without you even asking them to do it. That's what human engineering is about, you know. Simple things like, why do people like you? I mean, have you ever wondered, why would anybody like you? I mean, that's a very important thing, because if people like you, they will do things for you. So what is the answer to that? I mean, why would you like me, for instance? I mean, would you like me because of my Nike jacket? Yeah? How about the Madonna boots? Or my beautiful hat, you know? That's got nothing to do with it. People like you for only one reason. And that one and young people, you need to learn this. You need to learn it while you're young. It will serve you well. People like you only for one reason. And that one reason is how they feel about themselves when they are in your presence. If you can make a person feel like $1 gazillion, They will come back to you again and again and again, and they will want to know, what do you want so that I can make you happy? It's called the serotonin factor. It's part of our human chemistry, and if we learn something about human chemistry, we would know that. When you are nice to somebody, when you empower somebody, they get a serotonin rush. You see, everything...
Que es el factor que le hace sentir bien, esa sensación buena, es toda química, todo química. Y la naturaleza funciona así, porque la naturaleza espera que usted haga ciertas cosas, y cuando usted hace esas cosas que usted debe hacer, entonces se deja una buena sensación en usted. La naturaleza espera que usted sea bueno. Y por eso, cuando usted trata bien a las personas y que trata a alguien bien, funciona aquí la serotonina en su mente, en su cerebro. Y usted tiene ese pico de serotonina para hacerle sentir bien.
Better than that, a third person that is watching this interaction, they get a serotonin rush. And in all probability, during the day, that third person is going to go do something nice for somebody, and so the cycle continues. That's why game shows are so popular. A girl is winning a car, jumping up and down. The host that gave her the car is very, very happy, jumping up and down. But what about all the thousands and millions of people in TV land? What are they getting? See, they're getting serotonin rushes, and that's why they are tuned in. And these, when you help somebody that is in need, help somebody graduate, or help a poor person on the street, you see, you will think about that years from now, and you will think about it and you will get a serotonin rush. It's something that continues. Also, there is oxytocin. We as human beings are designed to have human relationships. That's why it feels good to shake somebody's hand. That's why it feels good to hug somebody. I mean, I am here. I could have done this talk on Zoom. You did that for many years, right? But you don't get the same effect. When I'm in person, I want to see the way you look at me, the way you smile, your reaction. That gives me an oxytocin rush. That's why friends, two girlfriends can hang out in a room all day long. And then in the evening, 12 hours later, she leaves and she says, I had the most incredible time. How could you have a most incredible time? You didn't even do anything. You know, there is something very unusual that somehow wherever they speak Spanish, there are earthquakes. If you look all across Latin America, they always have earthquakes, and I always think about that. And you know, I finally figured out why it is that way. Because you know how all the people across Latin America know how to celebrate life. They sing, they dance, they find any reason to celebrate, you know. And the earth has a tendency to vibrate under their feet because of all of that happiness and all of that amazing interaction of humanity, you know? So for you, you know, when I start a seminar, I didn't start it here because I was graduating, but this is how I started. Yo nunca pensé que pudiera querer con esta pasión que me quema la piel. Volar por tu cuerpo es el cielo tocar. Quiero contigo llegar una noche más. Oh, viva nuestro amor, una noche más. ¡Oh! ¡Woo! Now you can give me a degree in music. But you see, this connects people. Well, you know, look at you. Look at you. You guys are drunk with oxytocin. If I am selling something, I don't have to talk about my product. I just teach you stuff. I teach you complicated theories that when you leave the seminar, you are so empowered that you learn something that you thought was impossible to learn. At that point, I don't have to sell you anything. When you want to buy software, you will automatically go look for my software because I made you feel amazing. I never talked anything about our product. It's all about humanity, you know? Oxytocin and serotonin are two hormones in the head that nature has created so that you, number one, empower other people, and number two, have human relationships. But and that always makes you feel amazing. That's why.
Y eso es por las cuales las reuniones son tan importantes y nos hacen sentir bien. Bueno, y cuando usted recuerda esa reunión, dice, qué buen tiempo pasé en esa reunión o esa fiesta. Pero la oxitocina y la serotonina no se llevan muy bien entre ellas. Hay otro ser humano involucrado. 40 años más atrás, él va a mirar a esa persona y va a ver. Y esos son como el ciclo de la felicidad. Y también está la dopamina. Si usted consigue un bono, está muy contento. Y quisiera otro bono cuando ganó uno. Usted va y bebe y se emborracha. Entonces el próximo día usted quiere más. Y cuando usted compra una cartera de $5,000, entonces usted quiere comprar otra porque le hizo sentir bien. Entonces todas esas cosas se relacionan. Pero cuando usted gana un bono, su jefe le va a decir que usted puede ganar otro con determinado logro. Tú puedes beber solo, tú puedes tener éxito solo, pero tú vas a tener dopamina, pero es con la interrelación humana donde usted tiene felicidad. Y cuando la naturaleza nos enseñó que para tener felicidad necesitamos personas. Para ser brillante no necesita personas solamente, pero necesita personas para ser exitoso y para ser feliz.
Las Vegas, Disneyland, they have all got you confused between happiness and pleasure. They make it the same thing, you see, because that drives the American economy. They want you to be confused. But I'm here to tell you today that happiness and pleasure are two different things, and you need to focus on the happiness part, and when you do that, you will have to have people. Life is all about people. The other thing, everything that comes from dopamine is subject to addiction. You get addicted to shopping, addicted to drinking, addicted to food, you know. But nobody will ever tell you you're addicted to happiness, which comes from serotonin and oxytocin. Although they have told me that I'm a little too happy to be normal, you know. But anyway, that's my message for today. I mean, it's just such an important factor in life to know that the most important thing in life is people. I have gotten to a stage where I am right now. I have made friends everywhere I go. My father, 50 years ago, he put me on the plane in Pakistan and he sent me to America. He sold his house so I could have money for 2 quarters. And he said, go make something of your life. Make a lot of friends. They will come in handy. And yes, I did make a lot of friends, and he was right. They did come in handy, and today is a living proof of that. So thank you again for making my father's dream come true. And I am in the Dominican Republic forever. Thank you so much.
Solicitamos, luego de escuchar el discurso del galardonado, al señor rector, autorización para dar cierre a este solemne acto. Damos por concluido este solemne acto de reconocimiento al doctor Ashraf Habibullah. Buenas noches.
Salen las autoridades principales.
The main authorities in the podium will step down, the rector of the university and other faculty members along with Dr. Ashraf Habibullah, the deans.
Buenas noches a todos.